Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. So glad to see you. We are back out here fishing the saltwater of Buzzards Bay, and you know how much I love fishing saltwater. And we're looking for sea bass today. I've got Vincenzo with me, Phil's with me, Antonio's with me, and we're looking to have a great time on the water. And I've hooked into the first fish in the first cast here. That's a decent sea bass. Okay, he came on the flexi jig. You can see my setup here. I'm using, I've got a flexi jig on the bottom, and I've got a T-drop on the top. Oh, he inhaled that pretty good. I got a T-drop on the top, rigged with an artificial plastic. That's a decent start to the day right there. Yeah, I just put a little, it's actually a little beetle. It's a split tail white plastic, and on the bottom I've got a on the flexi jig I've got a minnow imitating plastic bait. And basically all we're going to do today is bounce these jigs off the bottom, and what could happen is, as you see there, you could get sea bass on the bottom, but you could also get them on the T-drop up above. And you know, speaking of T-drop, you, our subscribers, have told us, can you get some different sizes, some smaller ones and some larger ones? Well, I'm happy to say, just came in today. Oh, Phil just set a hook. Just came in today. We've got an extra small and an extra large size, not only T-drop, but also teaser tees. So thanks for bringing those suggestions. We've now got those products available as well. So, but today we're running the medium and the large because we're out on the water when the shipment arrived, so we can't use them yet, but we'll be sure to use them soon. There's another fish. Oh, this is great fishing. Now, also, you, our subscribers who are very familiar with us, know all about the flexi jigs, but a lot of people don't. And the flexi jig, the whole advantage of the flexi jig is it flexes down on the hook set. And what happens is it actually changes the whole angle of the hook set. So instead of pulling the jig out of the fish's mouth, you're now setting the hook up the fish's mouth. And that makes a huge, huge difference. I got a sea robin. Foul hook.
I've got the sting nose smelt on the bottom, and that's exactly what he hit, the sting nose.
Oh, you got
smelt.
a teaser T on there, bro.
And a teaser T on the top, yeah.
Well, that's a nice sea bass.
Sting nose smelt.
Hey, nice.
There he is, Mr. Sea Bass.
There's one. Oh, that was a good that was a good hit. I was just working that flexi jig just off the bottom, and he just hammered it. I just love it when they hit like that. What a good solid hit. Now I'm running braided line. Again, you know, when I run braided line, I always run a fluorocarbon leader because I don't want the fish to see the line. But I will tell you, the braided line is great when you're jigging because you get a direct hook set. You get a great feel to the bite, and you get a direct hook set. So braided line with a fluorocarbon leader is absolutely fantastic when you're jigging. Now we're working, the water we're fishing today is about between around 25 to almost 30 feet of water. And there's a nice, oh yeah.
I got one on too.
Oh look, and he took the, there you go. That's what I mean about the T-drop or the teaser T. He took the T-drop, as you can see there. He took that white plastic T-drop. So what happens is, with the flexi jig being on the bottom, I might need a needle nose to get this out. I think I do. It's in there really good. He just hammered that bait.
Okay, see what I got here, Eve? Oh, that's why it's so heavy. I got a double header.
Double?
Double header.
Nice.
Oh, double trouble. One just came out. You did me a favor. Nevertheless, got a decent sea bass again.
Okay, I got mine off.
Sting nose smelt.
There's a nice, what I call a bonus fish coming on that T-drop. So sometimes the strike zone is definitely on the bottom. However, sometimes the fish might be just a bit suspended. And if they are, that's where that little extra elevated bait comes into play. The other thing is, sometimes if they're not really aggressive, they might not hit the jig, but they'll hit the T-drop. And really what the T-drop is, it's an inline drop shot rig. So basically, it's no line twist, no tangles, and it's an inline drop shot rig. That's what it is. Oh, I just had another hit and a miss. Now, see if I can entice them to come back again. A lot of times they'll come back and hit it again a second time. Not this time, no.
There's another one, Evo.
Oh, that looks like a good fish.
I don't know. Could be deceiving here. I got a medium action rod. Bit limpy.
Nice.
It's on
You got a double?
No.
No, you got
I got it on the
teaser.
teaser T. Teaser T fish.
Oh, that's a nice fish on the teaser.
Yeah. And the orange red.
That orange red, I like it because it imitates like a crab color.
That's true, yeah. And today's kind of overcast too, so a darker color seems to fit.
Darker color on the darker day, absolutely.
Yeah. Just
Nice
nailed that.
sea bass, that's a chunk.
Decent one.
Oh yeah, that's a chunk, Phil. Nice fish.
Got something, Evo.
I see that.
I don't think it's very big, but you never know. He hit it on the way down. Threw me off guard. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
It's on the sting nose smelt. And
Nice
no,
sea bass?
no surprise there, another sea bass.
Nice.
There we go, Antonio.
I got one too.
Nice.
Antonio, double header. I got one and you got one. Mine feels really small.
Mine feels pretty good.
Yeah, you got a good one? Jens, you get one on and it'll make the hat trick here complete. Wow, I got a small one. Even these small sea bass are biting the bigger baits. They're not shy at all. See what Antonio's got there. He's got a real good one. You too, Phil?
Yeah.
Got just the flexi jig on with the frog.
Okay, and I'll tell them what happened just moments ago. We were catching these fish, and Antonio wasn't catching anything. And if you notice, there's a pink plastic rigged on a flexi jig there, hanging up on that one rod right behind Vincenzo. And he wasn't getting anything on that pink plastic. So now he changed up, and what's that, your first cast?
First cast.
There you go.
Pink is not your color, Antonio.
It's not, no.
So it just goes to show you, they're not going to take everything.
Wow, this is a nice fish.
That is a real nice chunky sea bass right there. That's a beauty.
Yep.
Now you said you put the frog on, right?
I did.
We discovered that frog lure, what, a couple years ago now?
Basically, I dusted off an old tackle box and I brought them out here and I found these frogs and it's been working for these sea bass really well.
Well, what we figured was it's a bass, right? So we said, let's take some of our freshwater techniques and bring them here to saltwater. And that's exactly what we did. So we said, a couple years ago, we said, you know what? Let's try the frog and see if it works. And lo and behold, it's actually a very, very good lure to use, the frog lure.
Yes!
I got one too. It's
Really?
Yeah, we got a double going. Oh my, you got another good one.
Wow.
They're liking that frog. Good thing you changed that bait up.
I know.
I got an interesting fish.
What did you get?
Hey? I got a sea robin. If you ever seen these sea robins, they're very prehistoric. They got spikes on their head here. You don't want to grab them there. You could lip lock them if you want, like a bass, or grab them from underneath. There's no spines underneath, but that's just a small sea robin. And Antonio, you got yourself, that's a nice chunky, hey?
Yeah, really nice fish.
Nice chunky sea bass.
Oh, I got one too.
Good hook set.
surface pretty quick. Oh, it's one of those.
Ah, you got
Yeah,
another
get a
sea
sea
robin.
robin, yep.
You know what? When you start to get in sea robins, it's almost time to leave and go up for another drift.
Fish with wings.
Wow, that one just ripped it right out of my hands. He just literally ripped it right out of my hands. You gotta have a good grip. Now, I should also mention the area we're fishing is right beside the entrance to the canal here at Buzzards Bay. There's very deep water on the one side there, and we're fishing this 25-foot zone. And the fish seem to be stacked up on this shelf here, holding on here. And it's another decent sea bass, not too big, but a good one nonetheless. But I think what we're gonna do, that was one drift. We're gonna go up and do another drift. Oh, if I can get him off. And what we'll do, we'll go up and do another drift. And Vincenzo, we're gonna change your plastic because obviously it makes a difference what plastic you're using. So, get this guy out. That's one thing about the flexi jig, the hook's right up the snout. Decent fish. All right, let's go back up for another drift, boys. There we go. Back up for a second drift and into the fish. Now, I mentioned drift. We are drifting today, so we are not anchored. So what we're doing is everyone's working a certain section of the boat. I'm working the front, Phil's got the middle, Vincenzo's the side, Antonio's off the back. So that way we're covering as much water as we possibly can. Now, if you're anchored, you could use the same approach. Fan cast the whole area. If you're anchored, then you want to cast all the way around the boat and keep working your baits all the way around the boat, because anchoring is also very effective. But what I like about, oh, it's a good one. What I like about drifting is you're covering a lot of water. Okay, this one's a little bigger than the last one. All right, these are nice sea bass and a lot of fun to catch. Jigging for sea bass is a lot of fun. There's my bait. Let's put that back on. It's doing just fine. It's a minnow imitating bait, and it's on a 1 ounce black flexi jig. Now, I like black. It's a dark day. I like to use the dark colors, but if you're ever not sure about what color to use on a body of water, go with black, because black is a standard, can't go wrong color. You get into some of the chartreuses and the and the whites and the pinks and oranges and different color heads, you have to make sure that they work in the water you're fishing. But black is your standard, tried, tested, and true. Glow I like to use if the water's a little murky, or of course at night. And chartreuse is nice in stained water. I really like to use it in stained water. Or if the sun is out. There's no sun today, but if the sun is out, that's a nice color to use as well. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. And you can see the technique. You're just bouncing it off the bottom. And in fact, I cast it off a bit to the right here, and I'm using this sweeping kind of motion as I come across to hook into these fish. And it's definitely working. Oh, let's see if I can quickly bring this guy in. Oh, feels like another decent fish. Now, there are also tutog in this area as well, which you could get into those also. Oh, come on, Mr. Seabass. Okay. And you notice the size, they tend to school up relatively in the same size. Sometimes, as you notice, you get and there's look at that hook set. That's what I mean about the flexi jig, about changing the angle of the hook set. It just sets it right up, and you definitely will hook into and land more fish with the flexi jig than you will with the conventional jig. All right, back in he goes. All right, these are all keeper fish, by the way, most of them. It's 15 inches is the limit size this year for sea bass, and that's a real nice fish, and Antonio just did a real nice hook set. Oh, there's Joe did too.
We're on them. Am I gonna have to change my color a second time?
Well, not all plastics work, Vincenzo. Not all plastics work. Why don't you put on what I've been using?
I think I will.
Small female.
Teaser T.
Teaser T. What do you got, Antonio?
Antonio's got a nice fish.
Oh, nice male. Big male.
I can imagine that with your
Nice
I'm
fish.
just gonna bass master him in.
Okay. Nice.
That's the way to do it, Antonio.
Wow, this frog's catching big fish.
Like you said, freshwater technique. It works. A bass is a bass, I guess, at the end of the day. Let's see that fish. Oh yeah, that's a nice chunky fish.
It's small.
Small fish?
Feels different, actually.
Maybe you got a nice sea robin.
There you go.
There you go.
You called it.
Now I want to show something here.
I got a nice snail.
You got a snail. Okay, you got a snail. I want to show you what I got. I got some weeds. As you can see there, I got some weeds. So that is not going to do it. That has to be cleaned up. There we go. Now I'm back in action. Take the time to keep your baits clean and keep them as natural looking as possible. Yes. Like I said, keep them as natural looking as possible. Next cast in and boom, there's a fish. But my prior cast, I never got a hit. I got that weed on there and it definitely deterred the fish from hitting, no question about it. And Antonio's got one, we got a double going on. And Vincenzo just changed his line, so hopefully Vincenzo, you can get one too.
Look at that.
There you go.
Scup.
Flexi Jig Scup. I got a nice fish. This one feels, unless I got two, it's also possible that I might have two. But it feels like a good fish.
You do have two.
Do I have two?
Yeah.
I do have two. I got a double. We got one on the T-drop.
Want me to net them?
We got one on the T-drop and one on the Flexi Jig. Look at that. Okay, Phil.
Number
That
one.
And number two. Look at this. That's why I love using those T-drops or the teaser tees. Now the difference between the two, if I didn't mention, the teaser tee, you can fish it, you can tip it if you want, but you can fish it just as is. It's a lure all in itself. Whereas the T-drop, what you need to do is you need to add your bait, live bait, cut bait, or artificial bait. And that's the difference between the two techniques. Okay, there's one, decent size. Oh yeah, here's a good fish. This one might even have Antonio beat. I knew you'd get a laugh out of that, Antonio. Okay, let's take a look at this one. There's a real nice fish right there. That's a nice, what I'm gonna say now, that's a nice sea bass right there. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna grab a quick photo of this one before I release them for Instagram and Facebook. Beautiful fish. Let's get this guy back in. That was a nice photo op right there. Beautiful fish. Okay, and Phil, you're on. Nice.
I'm on. Feels pretty good. Had my line away out there.
Wow, I see that. I'm going back in.
Okay. Feels pretty good. See if it's on the sting nose or the teaser tee. And we got a sting nose.
Vincenzo, you're still rigging up there, are you?
Sting nose fish. Oh, it just came off at the top there.
That's what you call catch and release.
Oh well, should have used the net.
There's one. Good little pickup. Oh, and a nice fight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's nice. This is great. I don't know what I like more. Fighting the fish or the hook set. I think I like the hook set. The hook set is just, when they pick it up, it's absolutely fantastic. Oh, this is another nice fish. Oh, that was a solid hit. Okay, oh yeah. Another nice big male. Big male. Oh, get him in the boat, Antonio Bassmaster style. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, good hook. Hook set. I think I need the needle nose to get this one out. Got it. Oh boy, he wants to chomp down on my finger. It's another nice sea bass right there. We're getting some real good quality fish today here, folks. Real good quality fish. But more importantly, quality fun.
Hey, Vincenzo, there you
you're
go.
on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Changing it up.
change the bait, change your luck. Decent fish?
I don't think so.
Small? Never
Networthy?
mind. At least it's a fish.
Yeah.
Careful, you got a tangle on your line there.
Oh no, it's been there the whole time.
Oh, is it?
Been contending with that too.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, he's staying down there.
Yeah, maybe it isn't that small.
Seems to me you got a decent fish.
I think I do.
You deserve it after all that, watching us catch all those fish.
That's a nice one. It's a nice sea bass. I'll take
Oh,
the
it's a
net.
nice one,
if
for
anybody
sure.
has it.
Grab you the net.
Oh, it's net worthy. Nice, a net worthy sea bass. There you go. That's the way to start your day.
Or not. I'll just pull it in.
Okay, Bassmaster style.
And on the teaser tee.
Oh, look at him on the
After
teaser.
all that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the tee drop, I mean. Tee drop. Yeah.
Nice. Good fish, Vincenzo.
Yeah. It's a good one, actually.
Nice.
Up there.
Okay, well, I think now that Vincenzo's caught his fish, I think we can sign off. We're going to keep fishing because we're having a great time out here and a great day. But you know what? If what you're using isn't working, change it up. It's a proven fact. And find out what's working that day and you'll get into some fish and have fun. We're having a lot of fun. Hope wherever you are, you're able to get out and give saltwater fishing a try. If you're out in the Buzzards Bay area, give it a try. It's great fishing, a lot of fun. Thank you ever so much for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing.